Howdy, X.
Howdy. You flip the switch.
Y'all hear me? Howdy. Y'all ready to get started? All right. Welcome everybody to the January 11th, 2021 Monday lunch. And if y'all would stand and bow your heads, we'll have an invocation and pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, let us pause. Thank you for the many blessings in our lives. We have so many things to be thankful for, despite the many challenges we face today. Thank you for the ability to gather at Aggie Park to enjoy some good bowl. Please bless this food to the nourishment of our body. And it's in your name that we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right, well, all right, y'all can be seated. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. First off, we've got some silver taps, sadly. Jeanette Kahn, Bob Kahn's wife, passed away this last week. And services will be...
this coming Friday.
I think they pushed it back a week, didn't they?
It was supposed to be last week, it's this week.
Okay, so it's moved back to this week. Okay. And then also one of the good acts that came every week, Ronnie Greenwood, class of 71, lost his fight with COVID. And so if y'all take a moment of silence to honor these two Aggies, I appreciate it. All right, thank you. Members and new guests. Do we have any new guests or members out there today? Not seeing any. We have one that hadn't been out here in a while, and that's my father right here, class of 65, Kip Richter. Thanks for coming out, Dad. All right, Aggie Athletics. For anyone that hasn't been keeping up, the A&M played in their first Orange Bowl since World War II, and we beat the hell out of North Carolina and Mac Brown. The men's basketball team unfortunately ran out of time against Tennessee, and the women's basketball team, number 8, played number 13 Arkansas and beat them in the last second shootout. So things are looking up there in Aggie land. I think the women are still undefeated. All right, on our capital campaign, we've made some good improvements since the last couple of weeks. We're down to, we need $150,000 to meet our goal. Of course, that $150 will be matched by the Mays Foundation, and so we're getting pretty close. So it's getting exciting. Let's see. All right, if y'all didn't know, it's our 100th anniversary as formally being a club, a charter member of the Association of Former Students. And so we've got a few things that we're doing this year to celebrate that. One of them is we're going to have some merchandise for people to purchase. We're working on some additional items, but right now we've got some hats right here. I see a couple people out there that have gotten them. So all the money goes toward help us out, buy some hats, buy some merchandise. We've got the enjoy ourselves is playing golf. Most of us all don't hit it in the same direction, so we can pretty easy to stay apart. So So sign up. I know we just had one that was postponed from 2020. We had to postpone it to the fall last year. So this is back to our normal time, which is in March. Usually have it March and April. So get a team together and come out and have a good time. It'll be out at Canyon Springs as it was last year, and look forward to getting out and teeing it up. We're still selling raffle tickets. We've only sold about 112 of them, and we're going to have the drawing at the end of the month. So the odds are really good. $100 for a ticket. We have two more things that we're giving away. One, they didn't buy the homes, and day in this world. We plan on having 2021 Fiesta medals, but we got to get rid of these ones from 2020, and got to get rid of a lot of stuff from 2020. But we still got these for sale, $10 a piece. Parsons Mounted Cavalry collector's item, and if y'all have $10 in your pocket, get a medal. Be a good gift for somebody. I would like to thank the Aggie Women's Club in the back for the pies that they provide us every week. If you haven't got one, you need to get back there and get one. They're amazing. Monday lunches, and introduce our speaker for today. So please welcome Reagan Frum.
Howdy. I gotta get my glasses on here. Okay, we try to schedule our speakers a couple months out to give you some notice, and we've got no Monday lunch next week due to Martin Luther King Day. January 25th, we have the Lifetime Members Reception, and that is for those that graduated 55 years ago. And so that's always a fun one. Class of 1965 will be represented. Then February 1st, we've got a great program coming from the San Antonio Rodeo. And then one of our very own on February the 8th, Warren Pfeiffer, is going to tell us some stories from his history of refereeing college football. And then February the 15th, again, with no lunch for President's Day. So we've got some good programs coming. Today, I'm really excited to introduce to you, we have one of our own from San Antonio. She's pursuing her Master's of Science degree in accounting, as well as certification in international business. Alexia holds the 2021 Outreach Team Leader position in BUILD. It's an organization that's dear to her and thousands of lives that would have been impacted or have been impacted around the world. BUILD is what Texas A&M University student leaders established as our generation's unifying collaborative project in 2013, founded in reverence of the tradition of Aggie Bonfire. BUILD is a student-led organization aimed at unifying Texas A&M's entire student body. I'm going to let Alexia, I'm going to kick it off to you, Alexia. Please come up and share with us what you're doing. Thank you.
Sorry, just a second, having a little technical difficulty with the laptop.
Howdy everyone, my name is Alexia Organ, Thank you very much for the introduction and for welcoming me here today to speak to you all about Build. I'm very excited to tell you a little bit about how the organization is impacting the Texas A&M community, as well as I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a San Antonio native by actually Mr. Watts' granddaughter, Alexia, and I got started out as a volunteer, and then I moved on to being a member of the operations and logistics team. And with that, my role was working with Texas A&M University officials on updating them about the status of our fall project. And now I'm honored to be the outreach team leader for the 2021 calendar year. I would, if you could please raise your hand if you have heard about Build in the past, that would be great. Wonderful. That's a few out there, that's awesome. So today I hope to teach all of you who have heard about Build a little bit more about what we are doing. And for those of you who haven't, I am excited to share with you about the mission and vision of Build. So Build was founded in 2012 by the Deputy Corps Commander named Bryson Sutherfield. He, along with other student leaders on campus, were wanting to unite the Texas A&M student body with a full-scale service project, and their main goal was to focus on the core value of selfless service. In 2013 that marks Build's first project year, and Build students partnered with Habitat for Humanity in College Station to build a house for a family in College Station. And building the wall structures for that house, along with half a dozen other homes on the Simpson drill field, there were about 500 different student volunteers that came out to help with that project. And in order to further unite the student body, they wanted to create a unique project. And after talking and coming up with the idea, they came up with our long-lasting vision of creating and transforming 40-foot shipping containers into medical clinics and shipping them around the world to countries in need. So as I kind of mentioned before, the goal was to unite the student body, and this was inspired by the Bonfire Collapse, a tragic event in 1999. Following 1999, there was the tradition was left unfilled, so it inspired Build to emerge. And since then, at each fall semester, students gather to build the shipping containers, which we call Texas Aggie Medical Clinics. Here is a picture of our TAMC, or Texas Aggie Medical Clinics. You can see that it's basically what you would expect a doctor or dental clinic to look like. It's fully equipped with electrical, plumbing, flooring, cabinets, etc. And students come together to construct it. The only thing that we have professionally done is the electrical and plumbing. You have to get that professionally done. Here is a diagram of what the interior of our medical clinics look like. There's the examination room, the laboratory, the treatment room, and you would really expect in a 40-foot shipping container for it to be pretty tight on space, but it really is roomy, and any procedure can be done in that area. Here are some more visuals of the interior of our medical clinics. And to the left, you can see our model clinic, which was built in honor of the 27 individuals who got injured in the Bonfire Collapse. This model clinic sits on our Build site, and it can be used in situations that are such as the Rockport. It went to Rockport after Hurricane Harvey in 2017 to assist with repairing damages in the city. And in case you're wondering where our Build site is, it is located on Agronomy Road. So I invite you the next time you are in College Station to come by and allow me to give you a tour of our model clinic that sits there. And if you come in the fall, you can see our shipping containers being transformed, because that is when our project does take place. Here is what a typical day on the build site looks like. It did look a little bit different this year due to COVID-19, and we were wearing masks and social distancing, but here's what it would typically look like. Students from all different organizations on campus come together to construct these clinics. The ones in the vest are the individuals who are in build. And this past semester, we had about 1,700 student volunteers from other organizations come out and help. So it truly is uniting the Texas A&M campus. And also on the left-hand side, you can see there's an older gentleman there who's one of our adult advisors. Adult advisors are individuals who live in College Station. They are all Texas A&M graduates, and they typically have construction experience. They're helped with Habitat for Humanity, or they're just have had experience on the build site, and they come each semester. And if it weren't for them, our project really wouldn't be able to take place, because they're really experienced and they provide us with great mentorship. And student involvement, as I mentioned, it is a great leadership experience, a great way to build leadership skills and to get to know a variety of other individuals on campus. Medical Bridges is our build partner. They're out of Houston, Texas, and they're the ones who stock each of our completed medical clinics with $100,000 worth of medical equipment. So they're a great partner to have. They also locate our non-governmental organizations, which around the world where our clinics go, and those are the nonprofit organizations who help maintain our TMCs once they are out of our hands. And this picture just goes to show what the conditions are around the world where our medical clinics go. They are definitely not as advanced as the United States, and they do utilize our clinics. And the projects of builds, this is what really got me interested in being part of the organization. The Habitat for Humanity, as I mentioned, was in 2013, and following that was the 12 for 12 campaign, which was in honor of the 12 individuals who lost their lives in the bonfire collapse. Each clinic that is constructed was named in honor of those individuals, and they were shipped abroad. In fact, one of our adult advisors' sons was one of the individuals who lost his life. Mr. Ebanks, his father, went with a container to Amman, Jordan, to see it dedicated to the country, or the region there, and saw it being used, and it was really meaningful for him. And I actually get to work with Mr. Ebanks each Friday when he's out on site. And the 5 for 5 campaign came about in 2017. That was in honor of, it was dedicated for the 5 Aggies who played an essential role in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. And now we are on to our Fallen Aggie here, in honor of brave Aggies who have lost their lives after 9/11. So we are working on that now. We are in our 3rd year of that project, and we are truly helping the world one clinic at a time. So far, we have completed 30 medical clinics, 2 educational clinics, and 1 general purpose clinic, all in 7 years. And with that, over 100,000 individuals around the world have been impacted by this project at Texas A&M. Here is a visual of where our medical clinics have gone. And we just hope to continue spreading our reach around the world. In 2020, with the Fallen Aggie Hero Project, we created 5 40-foot shipping containers and 1 20-foot shipping container. The two 40-foot shipping containers and 1 20-foot will remain in College Station in order to help with the Aggie Reach Project. And if you're familiar with that, the Aggie Reach Project is helping with our invisible Aggies on campus. Those are the dining hall workers, the janitorial staff, the lawn workers, and with our partnership with Aggie Reach, we are helping provide them with medical and educational services. The other 3 shipping containers we completed this year will be going to Eagle Pass, Texas, Nigeria, and Mali. And Build has proved again during the pandemic that we're able to assist in times of need. The Build Model Clinic was sent to Memorial Hermann this past summer in Sugar Land, Texas to aid in COVID testing. You may have actually seen us appear on the news and gain press for doing that. And then now to what it costs to complete each container and transform it. We do rely heavily on donations in order for our project to take place. Each medical clinic costs us $25,000 to construct, which includes the costs we pay a fee to Medical Bridges for having them stock each one of our clinics with medical equipment, along with all the other stuff that goes into constructing it. So this coming year, we are planning to construct 5 additional clinics, which will amount to $125,000. And if you would like to learn more about what Build is doing and stay updated on our project, you can visit this website here. And my main goal today is just to tell you about what current Aggie students are doing on campus and how we are impacting the world. And if you would like to give a donation, you can contribute online or through one of our donor forms. I'm open for any questions y'all may have, either now or at the end if you'd like to approach me. I thank you very much for giving me the time to speak to y'all today. I really enjoyed being here. And to contact me in the future, here is my email address for Build Outreach. Thank you very much. And good night.
Alexia, where do y'all get your shipping containers from?
We work with Medical Bridges. Actually helps us with that. They help us. We do have. I don't remember the exact company name, but they have given us a resource. I can figure out that. Yes, sir.
How many Aggie students are volunteering for your organization?
We have 90 people on the leadership team of Build who plan for. We're in our process right now of planning for next year's fall project. So this January, we will be accepting applicants for this coming year. And then in the fall, we also have another application process for student supervisors, which are the ones who do a lot of the hands-on work of constructing them. So about 150 people within Build and then thousands of other volunteers.
Fantastic, great work.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
How do you determine where the clinics go?
Great question. That is also something Medical Bridges helps us with. They put us in contact with the non-governmental organizations who have places around the world that will be able to maintain them once they go to the destination. And this year with the Aggie Reach project, we kind of facilitated that ourselves and having it stay in College Station. Yes, sir.
How do you get them to the destinations, particularly overseas?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the past, they have gone on big cargo ships and actually even an aircraft in the past. Like I should have included that picture, but it's really neat to see them being shipped around the world. Yeah, good question. Yeah, yes, sir, in the blue.
How are y'all funded?
We are funded completely by the donations that we received. So our spring semester is really us just getting out there and spreading the news about what Build does and receiving. We have had some generous donations from the Construction Science School, A&M, and just other donors.
Do you have some information about how we can send the money?
Yes, sir. Thank you for asking. Okay, thank you.
Leave it here.
Okay, thank you. Yes, sir.
Who pays for the shipping?
That is also included in Medical Bridges. They're the ones who do that. Yeah, they're a great partner. Yes.
How long does it take y'all to build one of those containers?
We have the 10-week building process in the fall, so we did 5.5 this past, well, 5 40-foot and 1 20-foot this past semester, and we completed it all in 10 weeks, even considering COVID getting in the way. And we were only allowed to have 40 people on site at a time this past semester, and usually we have hundreds at a time. But it actually helped us work efficiently. Yes, sir.
Where does the 20-footer go?
The 20-footer will be staying in College Station for the REACH project. So it's actually, we use a different design this year. We had it's more of like a U shape. So one 40-foot container will be a medical clinic. Then the 20-footer will be in the middle as an office space. And then the other over here will be the educational center. That was our first time ever doing a 20-foot container. It's pretty neat.
What size is the staff that's better?
As far like when it goes to the country,
What's there and being used?
you know, that's a really good question. I'm not sure. I think it really depends on where it goes and who can. I know people that work are from that region in that country, so it really just depends on who they have there. But we have done visits to, I haven't personally been on one because I joined last year during the pandemic, but in the past, there have been students that have gone to see them in use. Yes.
Is there any way you could put a big ATM on the side of that?
I know, yes, we do need to do that. I think we need to make it more clear that it is A&M. We have our build sticker that says Texas A&M on it, but we do need to make it larger. I'll work on that. Yes, sir. Each one is named after an Aggie who has passed away. And we are working on our Fallen Aggie Hero project currently. And actually, we had our end of the year gala in January, and a lot of the family members of those individuals were able to be in attendance to speak about their loved ones. It was really touching to hear their story. Well, thank you all very much. I really enjoyed being here today, and thanks for inviting me. Here you go.
Alexia, thank you so much for coming down and spending time sharing with us your passion. As appreciation, we've got a bag of pecans from the Aggie Women's Club that we'd like to give you. And then also Aggie owned and operated Molnar Spices. We've got a spice packet that we'd like to present you with as well. Thank you again for your time and good luck this semester. And please come back and report how everything's going. And we also have a medal, a Fiesta medal for you. All right, thank you very much. That concludes our luncheon today. Remember, next week is a holiday for us. The following week, we will have class of 1965 as our lifetime members. So everybody be careful, and we'll see you in 2 Mondays. Anything else? Gig